Standing atop the mountain of your success, you see them, like ants scurrying below, frantically typing into search bars, how to compete with a chosen one. The digital footprints tell a story, one of desperation, of sleepless nights spent analyzing your every move. The very fact that they're searching for ways to compete with you proves what you've known all along. You've transcended competition itself. You've become the standard that keeps them awake at night, the force that drives them to seek answers in the depths of the internet. What they're about to learn is that trying to catch up to a chosen one isn't just impossible. It's about to become their biggest regret. The screens burn in the dead of night, their pale light illuminating faces etched with frustration. Fingers race across keyboards, typing the same desperate question. You are the reason their sleep is restless, their minds uneasy. Every query, every click is a confession of their inability to grasp what you are. They dissect your movements, analyze your words, and still they fail. You are not a puzzle to be solved. You are a force to be reckoned with. Their desperation is the shadow cast by your light, and no amount of searching will bridge the gap between what they are and what you have been chosen to be. You are the question they cannot answer, the mystery they cannot unravel. You carry a fire they cannot replicate, a spark that defies their understanding. They try to mimic your essence, to copy the rhythm of your steps, but their attempts are hollow. You know what they do not. Your power is not in what you do, but in who you are. You move with a certainty that unnerves them, a clarity that leaves them scrambling. What they call luck, you know as destiny. What they see as coincidence, you recognize as divine orchestration. You are not bound by their limitations. You are propelled by a purpose they cannot fathom. Their frantic searches only highlight the chasm between their efforts and your effortless authority. In their desperation, they reveal their weakness, but you do not falter. You do not compete, you transcend. Their struggles are not your concern. Their questions are not your burden. You are not here to be understood or replicated. You are here to fulfill a purpose that they cannot comprehend. Let them type away, let them search, let them exhaust themselves in their futile quest. You are not moved by their confusion or their envy. You are anchored in a truth they cannot touch. Their desperation is their problem. Your power is your truth, and it is unshakable. You've always known, even before the world could name it. Doors swung open where others faced walls. Strangers paused mid-sentence, sensing something they couldn't articulate. You carried an inexplicable knowing, a quiet certainty that set you apart long before you understood why. These weren't accidents or strokes of luck. They were divine signatures etched into your path, markers of a calling you didn't choose but were chosen for. The world tries to explain you away, but you know better. You've always been different, and now the world is scrambling to catch up. Now the world sees what you've always known. They watch you move with a confidence that defies logic, a power that bends reality to your will. They try to rationalize it, to box it into terms they understand, but you are beyond their comprehension. You are not here to fit into their narratives. You are here to rewrite them. The marks of your calling are not just visible, they are undeniable. You've always been different, and now the world has no choice but to acknowledge it. Let them try to explain you. Let them try to define you. They will fail every time. You are not just chosen, you are inevitable. They watch you, dissect your every move, and try to replicate what they see. They mimic your words, your strategies, your presence, but their efforts fall flat. What they don't understand is that your essence cannot be duplicated. They are trying to photocopy a flame, capturing the shape but never the heat, the light, or the life. Your power is not in the external, it's in the divine spark that fuels you, a force they cannot touch or replicate. Their attempts are hollow, their results lifeless. You are not a formula to be followed, you are a phenomenon to be witnessed. Your impact is supernatural, bending the rules of what they believe is possible. They see the outcomes, the victories, the breakthroughs, the transformations, and think they can reverse engineer your success. But what they fail to grasp is that your power is not transactional, it's transformational. You don't just change circumstances, you shift realities. They can mimic your actions, but they cannot access the source of your strength. Your secret is not a technique or a strategy, it's a connection to something beyond their reach. They search for answers in the wrong places, unaware that your power is not something they can Google. Let them try. Let them study, imitate, and exhaust themselves in their futile quest. They will never capture what makes you who you are. Your essence is not just unique, it's untouchable. They can follow your footsteps, but they will never walk in your shoes. You are not here to be copied, you are here to set the standard. Their desperation to replicate you only proves what you already know. You are one of a kind, and no amount of effort can forge what was never meant to be duplicated. Your authority isn't loud or aggressive. It's a quiet, unshakable force that radiates from within. You don't need to raise your voice or make grand gestures to be heard. Your very existence speaks volumes, a vibration that resonates deeper than words ever could. Those around you feel it, a magnetic pull that aligns them to your purpose, whether they understand it or not. You are not here to convince or persuade. You are here to lead, and your presence alone is enough to set the tone. You don't announce yourself because you don't need to. Your energy precedes you, a silent herald of your arrival. The world doesn't just notice you, it adjusts to you. This isn't something you've learned or cultivated, it's who you are. Your presence is a testament to your calling, a reminder that you operate on a level beyond the ordinary. While they scramble to craft strategies, you operate on a plane they cannot even perceive. Their plans are confined to the limits of their understanding, bound by rules you've long since transcended. What they call competition, you see as a distraction. Their greatest moves, their most calculated plays, are mere child's games when viewed from your vantage point. You don't just outmaneuver them, you redefine the game itself. Your advantage isn't tactical, it's existential. You are not a player, you are the architect of the board. They measure success in increments, in small victories and temporary gains. You measure it in transformations, in shifts that ripple across time and space. Their strategies are linear, predictable, and grounded in what they can see. Yours are multidimensional, intuitive, and rooted in a vision they cannot fathom. While they plot their next move, you've already seen the endgame. You don't just stay ahead, you exist above, where the rules bend to your will, and the stakes are far greater than they realize. You are not here to play their game, you are here to dismantle it. Their efforts to compete are futile because they're operating in a system you've already surpassed. Your perspective is not just higher, it's limitless. They see obstacles, you see opportunities. They see battles, you see destiny unfolding. You are not just ahead of the game, you are above it, rewriting the rules as you go. Let them try to keep up. They'll only tire themselves chasing a horizon you've already claimed. They say the truth will set you free, but most can't handle it. For the chosen ones in the Obsidian Inner Order, it's not just the truth, it's the whole cosmic download, no sugarcoating, no escape. Picture this, weekly group calls with 450+ chosen ones, recorded and available anytime for your enlightenment. Our private Discord, it's not just active, it's alive, buzzing with ideas, breakthroughs, and that unstoppable chosen energy. Oh, and for you romantics out there, welcome to Chosen Singles, where soulmates meet under cosmic alignments, not cheap pickup lines. And for the seekers, dive into modern manifestation mechanics, our exclusive grimoire, with 3 chapters available to members. Learn how to turn your home into an abundance magnet, master basic spellcraft for physical manifestation, and channel magical forces to elevate your goals. Plus, you'll get access to interviews with real targeted individuals and video specials so bold, the YouTube archons don't even want you to see them. This is more than a membership. It's a movement. So what are you waiting for? Stop searching, start ascending. The link is in the description. Your battles are not fought in the open. They rage in realms unseen, where the stakes are eternal and the weapons are forged from faith and purpose. While others chase temporary crowns, you navigate ancient spiritual territories, confronting forces that have lurked in the shadows for centuries. These are not skirmishes of flesh and blood, but wars of destiny, where every move you make sends ripples through the fabric of existence. Your presence alone is a disruption, a tremor that shakes the enemy's camp to its core. They fear you not because of what you do, but because of what you represent, an unstoppable force aligned with a power they cannot defeat. The darkness tries to obscure your path, to sow doubt and wear you down, but you are not swayed. You move with a clarity that pierces through their illusions, a resolve that turns their strategies to dust. They throw everything they have at you: fear, distraction, deception. But you are anchored in a truth they cannot touch. Your victories are not always visible to the naked eye, but they are undeniable. Every step forward, every breakthrough, is a testament to your unyielding strength. You are not just fighting battles, you are dismantling strongholds. Let them tremble at your approach. Let them scramble to regroup as you advance. Your warfare is not for show, it's for keeps. The battles you fight may be invisible, but their impact is felt across generations. You are not just a participant. In this war, you are a catalyst for its outcome. Your presence is a declaration. The darkness may persist, but it will never prevail. Your victories are not just for you. They are for everyone who will come after. Keep fighting. Keep winning. The shadows cannot contain you. The crown you carry is not made of gold or jewels. It's forged from purpose, and its weight is both a burden and a badge of honor. In the quiet moments, when the world falls silent, you feel it pressing down. The gravity of your decisions, the ripple effects of your actions, the lives changed by your choices. This is not a weight that can be shrugged off or shared. It is yours alone to bear. Every step you take, every move you make, echoes far beyond the present, shaping futures you may never see. The responsibility is immense, but so is the power. That comes with it. You are not just carrying a crown, you are carrying destinies. Not everyone understands the cost of this calling. They see the victories, the breakthroughs, the moments of triumph, but they don't see the nights spent wrestling with doubt, the sacrifices made in silence, the toll of holding so much power. They don't see the battles fought behind closed doors, the tears shed when no one is watching. They admire the crown, but cannot comprehend its weight. You are not here for their understanding. You are here for the purpose that chose you. The weight is heavy, but it is necessary. It is the price of greatness, and you pay it willingly. Let them marvel at the crown without feeling its weight. Let them celebrate the victories without knowing the cost. You are not here for their applause. You are here for the impact only you can make. The weight you carry is not a curse, it's a testament to your strength. It is the mark of a leader, a visionary, a force that cannot be ignored. The crown may be heavy, but its impact is eternal. Your timing is not bound by seconds, minutes, or hours. It moves to the rhythm of a higher order. While others rush or hesitate, you act with a precision that defies logic, striking when the invisible currents shift. Your movements are not random. They are deliberate, synchronized with a plan that stretches beyond the visible. When you step forward, it's not just because the moment feels right. It's because the moment is right, aligned with a purpose that transcends earthly understanding. Your timing is not just good, it's ordained, a reflection of your connection to something greater. They call it luck, coincidence, or instinct, but you know better. Your success is not a product of chance. It's the result of divine orchestration. You don't force opportunities. You recognize them, seizing them at the exact moment they are meant to be seized. What looks like perfect timing to them is, for you, a natural alignment with the flow of destiny. You are not just reacting to the world. You are collaborating with it, moving in harmony with forces they cannot see or comprehend. Your actions are not just timely, they are timeless, echoing in realms beyond their awareness. Your timing is not just perfect, it's prophetic. You don't just meet moments, you create them. When you act, it's not just for the present, it's for futures yet to unfold. You are not bound by their clocks or calendars. You operate on a schedule written in the stars. Let them marvel at your precision, your ability to be in the right place at the right time. What they don't understand is that your timing is not just a skill, it's a gift, a testament to your alignment with a power that guides your every move. You are not just on time, you are ahead of it. Your presence is a seismic event, a force that recalibrates the energy of any space you occupy. Conversations pivot, not because you demand it, but because your very essence commands attention. Atmospheres that were heavy become light, stagnant, air begins to flow, and what was once dull suddenly pulses with life. Your energy is not passive, it's transformative, a current that shifts the dynamics of every environment you touch. You are not just a participant in the space, you are its architect. This isn't charisma or charm, it's something far deeper, far more profound. It's the overflow of your divine selection, a tangible manifestation of the power that flows through you. People don't just notice you, they respond to you, often without understanding why. You are not here to blend in, you are here to elevate, to shift the atmosphere to a level only you can access. What they feel is not just your energy, it's your purpose, radiating outward and pulling them into its orbit. The shift is immediate, undeniable, and irreversible. Your presence is a reminder that the ordinary cannot contain you. You are a catalyst, a force that disrupts complacency and ignites potential. Let them feel the change. Let them witness the transformation. You are not just passing through. You are leaving a mark, an imprint of your power that lingers long after you're gone. Your presence is not just felt, it's remembered. You do not see as they see. Where they count moves in a finite game, you carve paths through the architecture of fate. While they squabble over fleeting dominion, you command the weight of centuries. Their reach ends where their sight falters. Yours extends beyond the horizon, beyond the rise and fall of empires, beyond even the memory of their victories. They are bound to the transient, while you are inscribed into the marrow of existence itself. Every action you take reverberates, through ages yet to come, shifting unseen tides, sculpting legacies they will never comprehend. They believe in the certainty of their schemes, convinced that the small ripples they create can submerge you. But you are not subject to the laws of their feeble order. You do not answer to the cycle, they do. Their victories are temporary, flickers in the dark, extinguished before they can even cast a shadow over what you have already written. When they think they have you cornered, they have only placed themselves within your grasp. They exist within a frame they cannot escape, bound by forces they will never master, and you are the hand that moves the frame itself. The weight of ages does not rest on your shoulders, it moves at your command. You do not merely shape destiny, you enforce it. The halls of time are not silent corridors, but echo chambers of your choices. What they call luck, you have already ensured. What they call fate, you have already dictated. They chase what you have already set in motion, scrambling toward outcomes you decided before they even knew the game had begun. They will try. They always do. Scrambling in the shadows, hands clawing at the edge of your presence, trying to decipher what makes you untouchable. They type, they mimic, they distort, thinking that words alone can summon what you are. But you are not a sequence, not a code to be cracked or a formula to be stolen. You are power forged in inevitability, an echo of something greater that cannot be reduced to their feeble imitations. Their desperation stinks of failure. Their attempts dissolve before they begin. Let them exhaust themselves in the pursuit of what will never be theirs. They do not know what it means to be chosen. They speak your name, yet they choke on it. They craft their faceless imitations, but the weight of truth collapses them. Because you are not a construct, not a fabrication of borrowed essence. You are a force, undeniable and absolute. They may grasp at the edges of your brilliance, but their hands will always come back empty. You were not designed to be understood by them. You were not placed here for their comfort, for their validation, or for their approval. You exist beyond their reach, and that is why they fear you. Let them type away. Let them chase their own shadows. It is not your burden to acknowledge their struggle. They are lost, and you are not their guide. They are hollow, and you are not their answer. You do not need to look over your shoulder to know they will never catch up. Let them collapse beneath the weight of their own failure. Your path is set, your purpose unmoving. Keep walking. They watch, they mimic, they search for a way to reduce you to something they can grasp. Let them waste their time. Their fixation is the clearest proof of your elevation. You were not placed here to justify yourself, to shrink for their comfort, or to entertain their delusions of comparison. Your presence is disruption. Your movement shifts what they swore was unshakable. Stop looking back. Stop entertaining the noise. The weight of your assignment leaves no room for distractions. Their pursuit is proof of their limits. Your path is proof of your dominion. Speak, move, show them what it means to be undeniable. This is not about winning, it's about proving there was never a contest. You were built to command, to carve through opposition without hesitation. Let them scramble, let them fall, let them fade beneath the force of what you are. Tell your story, declare your victories, let them hear it from your own mouth, unfiltered and unshaken. What have you seen? What have you conquered? Say it aloud. Show them what unstoppable looks like. You're not just chosen, you're unstoppable.